Hi guys! So today, book review of Monique Martin's Out of Time. I'm not really sure how I feel about this book. It took me 3 weeks to read the first half, but I read the last third in one sitting. I guess it just took a long time for the story to get started. The beginning of the romance was pretty much the most frustrating romance out of all books. Handsome British professor, his lovely grad student. He is abrasive but brilliant. She is resourceful and impulsive, but not impulsive enough to actually get anything started. They both wanted romance, but they both thought the other one didn't want it, or that they weren't worthy. Just DTR it already. The premise of the book is that Simon the professor and Elizabeth the grad student accidentally activate his grandfather's time and space traveling watch and get sent back to 1929 New York right before the stock market crash. Simon's a professor of occult studies and has been on the lookout for occult happenings and creatures his whole life. And it turns out there are vampires in 1929 New York as well. However, I'm not sure why the guy ended up being a vampire in the end. Unless it was some sort of like political symbolism, something or other. Like it wasn't really an important part of the plot that he was a vampire. Like, if you're gonna do paranormal, just commit to it and make that the point of it. The most frustrating part of the vampire angle is that they set up the main vampire as some kind of anomaly. Like, he's a vampire, but he has a soul. But instead of feeling sorry for him like some kind of sympathetic character, I was kinda fine with how it ended. I was not emotionally attached to him at all, despite the kindly priest telling me to be. In fact, I wish we could have seen the story from the priest's point of view instead of Simon and Elizabeth's. Like, he was a really interesting and slightly mysterious character. Like, how did he get to be a confessor of the paranormal? Was he in on the vampire thing from the beginning? Was he part of some kind of secret Catholic vampire slaying club? Found the final part of the book where we found out about the vampires and everybody makes their declaration of love to be actually rather enjoyable. I see this is a series, the Out of Time series. So I suppose in the other books it probably fleshes out the whole time travel thing, where they actually learn how to control their lame TARDIS. The time travel was only a very little part of this book. There's a little bit of culture shock at the beginning and a little bit of can't culture own time stream at the end, but it was mostly just an excuse to have a period piece. I expected more out of a book that promised time travel, vampires, and intellectual romance, but the romance was really quite painful at the beginning, and the time travel and vampires were not really fully committed to. But it was entertaining for the $0 that I paid for it. Alright, I may have already seen Liz's review by the time this gets uploaded, and Kayla, I look forward to your review as well. Alright, bye!